All right, y'all. Let's keep it rolling along. This is episode 8, part 3. This one's about weed brownies, gummies, and more about hormones. Enjoy. Texas forever.
Yeah. It's hard, but it's like all right, slaves when
going that far back.
Well, it's the only thing I can think of right now that
wow,
a lot of them when there was on the plantation,
okay,
and in order to get to freedom,
right,
a lot of them had to cross through like marshes and just conditions, and rivers and
cross
dark.
country. Yeah.
I mean, they had to walk through shit. Like infested waters with animals.
Yeah.
But that was a discomfort. I wouldn't do that shit unless it was to that point where
gotta go.
And once you get into that mindset where you don't even care where you're stepping at, this is for freedom.
Yeah.
But you're leaving. I don't want to say comfortable because you're you're a slave, but you're going from this area. I don't even want to say convenient. Anything is okay.
You're making slavery sound pretty good right now.
Let's just say
convenient and comfortable.
Let's say you're on dry land.
Dry land, okay.
But still, it's not good.
Okay.
And you have to go through a transition of discomfort in order to get to freedom.
Okay.
Which is, and a lot of people are so used to the current state that they're in,
right?
Whether it's good or bad, but it's all they know. See, slaves, same thing. They don't know what's on the other side, but they do know. It's kind of like the devil,
Yeah.
So, they're afraid to cross that. I just don't know, the uncertainty in order to get to. So it's the same thing with these addictions and food. It's like, this is what I know. This is what I'm gonna stick to, and I'm not gonna suffer this withdrawal symptoms for a little bit, even though at the end of it I'm free. Like you can do anything. You don't have to worry about. I was traveling and this lady was she's in a different country. Like, you experience the world, but she was so addicted to coffee.
Oh,
that's all she could. Where's the next Starbucks?
Yeah.
Where's the next? I need this is where your thoughts are at. This is where your mind is at. Instead of your mind being somewhere else, so your experience can be that much richer.
Right.
She's worried about her addictions. It's like, I remember when I used to smoke. And I'm not addicted to it, but my thoughts was, okay, I'm running out of weed. When am I gonna get my next connect? Is he gonna have it? How much do I have to pay? Should I, when I get it, I'm gonna make this last this long. Then I gotta get papers. It's like I wasn't free. I was free, but I wasn't free.
I've never dealt in that genre of addiction.
Of addiction?
Yes.
What addictions? Oh yeah, you did the crack for a little bit.
Yeah, it was easier, and plus, it's smaller quantities. You don't have to buy bags of it.
That's true. It's more expensive though.
I could afford it.
Yeah, you can't afford it.
Depends on what you want to do with it.
I'm just saying.
You can buy a piece and sell a piece.
I've always no, not crack. That one I wanted cocaine. We talked about that.
Yeah.
I want to try a little cocaine.
You would try
I haven't
it.
done it yet.
Yeah.
And I won't now. But
why is that?
It's just.
How about mushrooms? Would you do mushrooms?
I'll do mushrooms.
Really?
I've done mushrooms. Didn't get the epiphanies.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get the.
You expected more and didn't get it.
Well, based on what I didn't take enough. So I'm very cautious. Last thing I want to do is be found with a half-eaten mushroom with foam coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Or one of those things where I stepped off a building thinking I'm.
Hey, I could fly. Yeah.
Or thinking it's a beach and I'm walking into shores or something. Like, it's not. It's one of those. Or into traffic.
Oh, okay.
I see the light.
Yeah. You saw two lights, unless it was a motorcycle. All right. I had dealt with it. Okay, let me.
Crack?
No, not crack.
Oh, okay.
We're joking on crack. Okay, we're cracking up on crack. All right. Here's the thing. Very, very. Never did drugs. never didn't smoke. I drank a little, but I didn't like it. I think I'm allergic to alcohol, basically, because when you drink, my face turns red. I mean,
you got that.
Yeah.
See, that's how I knew you.
I'm lightweight. Anyway.
I forgot what they call it, the Asian blush.
Yeah, that's what it is. My blood. Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's what it's scientifically called,
but you see it, and then your face gets so hot. It's
because the lack of enzyme.
Okay.
You people lack a certain. Most of you people.
Okay.
Lack a certain enzyme to break down alcohol efficiently.
Yeah. But they make sake, and they can go through.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean It's not a everybody thing. It's I think it's because my mom was very a teetotal. She was a teetotaler too. So.
She was a teetotaler.
Teetotaler. Yeah. She served tea. But when I was I'd say about 22, 20, about 28, 29. They said, I got some brownies for you. They said, and I've heard of it, all that stuff. You hear about it. Okay. It was getting late, so okay, let me try one. Okay, waiting, nothing.
You try another one.
No, one was enough. Okay, so I was getting tired, so I went to bed. I got up, and I was tripping. It was the scariest thing. I couldn't find the edge of the bed. I was like, what's that? It scared me to death that I won't,
you felt out of control.
Oh, it was.
Okay.
I was crying. I was like, and I was like, what's going, because that's the first time I've ever, felt. Okay. I've been, let's see, what was it? Some of the best highs were through surgeries and things.
Where
they can, they hit you. Oh yeah, and it's like, wow, this feels great. Or what was that one? I had an IV, and they put something in it, and then all of a sudden my head was. It felt like a rush of cold water was flowing through my head. And
like, feel good? Or?
Wow, this is great. Yeah, because it's like a rising temperature. It goes, and I was like, man, this is awesome. But yeah, I stayed away from it. I just
never did mushrooms.
Nope, never. No, I've never done. No, because of that out of control feeling that I had.
Yeah, some people they like that out of control. I think it's. I think their life is so out of control.
It's normal.
That out of control seems like they're in control. Like they know, what this is. So,
but nowadays it's like gummies. Okay, I've dealt with those.
Okay.
And a lot of times you don't know that it's hitting you until like my wife would say, "Oh, okay, you're feeling pretty good," and I'm like, "No, I'm normal. I'm not." And then you start laughing at stuff you shouldn't laugh at. Yeah, it's that buzz that you never had before that you have it. It's like it doesn't. You don't know you're having it.
It's a more subtle.
It is. It just hits you. It just and my face would be. I'd be smiling. It's like, okay, you're doing good now.
Yeah, gummies seem to be
yeah.
They're popular nowadays.
And it doesn't take long for it to. And I think what happened with the brownies,
something else was in that shit.
Well, it might have been, but also you can't control the quantity that you're eating in the batter. You might have had a big old chunk of bud or something.
That was my problem when I had brownies. I never had brownies again.
Okay.
Wheat brownies.
Yeah.
I had some friends come up from Maryland.
Okay.
They stayed with me and my cousin, and one of them brought up a big bag of weed. So I was like, well, you just make some brownies. So they just poured the whole bag into the batter of brownies. Baked it. It was fine. I took some. Okay. Bite after bite. Okay. All right. I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to the strip. So before we went to the strip, and after we ate, we smoked again. I was like, let me smoke because I don't feel nothing. So the problem was that it takes a while for that to get into your system.
I know, that's why I went to sleep.
So I was walking on the strip,
Right.
and all of a sudden I was like, I'm having trouble walking. Something just don't feel right here. I looked at everybody else to see if they were fine. But I wasn't. I was like, we gotta go back home. Because if we stay out here, something right ain't gonna happen. Man, that shit, I was out like that. I got home, I just crashed on the bed. It was. I had like, I don't want to say it's a headache, but I could, if I would have got up, I would have threw up.
Uh-huh.
And that happened a couple other times when I smoked too much.
Oh yeah.
One time it was in New Jersey with that same cousin. I don't know what was in that stuff, but it was only like a roach that I was.
Yeah.
But man, I felt like there was fire like all in my body, and I could not move. If I moved my head, I would have threw up. And the thing was, it's not like I was nauseous.
Right.
I wasn't. It was just I know that
if you did,
my head would have been spinning, and but it was not good. It was. But then I smoked again the day after. So
that is awesome about you. Yeah. Hey, I'm not a quitter. Okay,
I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter.
Hey,
I'm a lifer.
Exactly.
Nah, but I don't even. It's been years now since I did that.
Thought about that.
Yeah, but how we get on that? We started off of self-control and food. Yeah.
Well, when you talk about food, you always talk about getting high. So that does it goes hand in hand.
Addictions. That's how we ended up going. Yeah, addictions.
Yeah.
So it's just that's all. Food is the major.
The
major source of all that.
You wouldn't think of it that way, but yeah, you're right, because it's a survival thing. You have to have it, okay? And whatever you can get to eat, you don't realize what's in it. So whatever it does to you is going to basically take over, what your limitations are.
Yeah, you I mean, like I said, when you're hungry, when you're full, when you get mad, stressing, when you're sad, when you're happy, when you're ecstatic, when you're depressed, when you're anxious, you name any emotion and feeling that you have. When you're tired, when you just get up, like when you have this rush of energy,
right?
All that is being communicated to you by your hormones. I mean, you cannot escape it. You cannot escape it. Breast cancer, any cancer, diabetes, insulin,
diabetes
beats the shit out of you. Like it's
the sugar. I got the sugar.
Yeah, it's the sugar. Yeah. And it's not only what we eat, it's how we eat it. There's certain rules, but that's the main cause of all loss, lack of self-control. You are your will. When they say, who am I? Like, at its essence is the will. Mm-hmm. So how much the will has to work to overcome, you can set up, it's a setup for disaster. Yeah. When you make it that harder, it's kind of like don't get in your own way type.
Yeah.
And so, but that's the reason why, we have a bunch of kids that we don't need to have. Even when you look at a baby or something and you feel that, that that's whatever,
hormone.
That's hormone.
Yeah, I got you that. But it's kind of like let's call it instinct nurture kind of thing, because if you didn't have that, you would abandon.
You would, right?
Exactly.
That's it.
You don't get that mother thing going or your father thing going where it becomes part of you. Now, when it doesn't, then you get that's
I mean, you have to, and this goes into, because also, food dictates that, and your environment dictates that. You know, the size of the baby, the facial features, the pudginess is a impression made on you. Your eyes pick that up, and then you take that image, and it's boom, starts working, and the whole mechanism starts going, and you get that. But you wouldn't get that all unless you had your emotions, your hormones, your chemistry.
It's so automatic though.
It happens
it's like and when you technically examine it and explain it, it's like that's what it is, but you don't think that at all.
What did they say about bodybuilders or whatever who take steroids? They all of a sudden they had these mood swings,
right?
Rages. All right, what are they taking?
Sound effects there.
They're taking testosterone, which is extra.
Right.
And testosterone is that hormone that is the active principle in it. It's the aggressive. Go do this. Go, bam.
Or run.
So,
Mine does.
So you can't escape it. You can't escape it. I was actually going to go somewhere with the it's when you mentioned it's that without that awe you would abandon. So all right. Man, at this part, there's a large gap.
Large pause there.
What was I going with it? Oh, the gender identity.
Right.
All right. Gotta be careful with this one.
Oh man.
All right.
We might be disconnected on that one.
All right. So
we're not woke either. Okay.